What's going on, fellas and ladies? Today I'd like to introduce a new series that I'm starting with this video. It's meant to be a reflection of my life and like any related incidents or thoughts that I would like to share. Obviously there's some inspiration from Marcus Aurelius's meditations, but this isn't meant to be esoteric or enlightening at all, and if you happen to take anything away from this video, that's just a secondary goal. It's not really my goal. My main goal is just to talk. This week I quit weed. I was moved by a live stream I watched featuring creators Brandon Buckingham and Charles Carroll, in which they discussed weed usage and quitting and a bunch of other stuff. A lot of the things that they talked about I heavily related to, and it was kind of a shocker to hear that and realize that I wasn't going through my own individual struggle. This is something that other people have dealt with. Typically, I'd hit my dab pen throughout the day, pretty much every day of the week, and on the weekends, I'd smoke weed with my girlfriend. Recently, I realized I was falling short on commitments, not being as productive as I'd like, and wasting my time. Now, I don't think that you can necessarily waste time. I think it's pointless to try and assign a structure to time, as we have as humans. Anyways, I'd spend every day watching TV, playing video games, jerking off, etc., instead of doing what really drives me, such as making videos, taking photos with my camera, spending time with my family, friends, and pets. Short-term dopamine highs aren't really worth sacrificing living and doing what I enjoy. Although I don't think that it's a bad thing to watch TV, play video games, jerk off, whatever. I'm not gonna totally stop doing all that stuff, but that's just an example of how it can get bad to the point where you oversaturate yourself with mindless dopamine rushes that take away from the boredom and the lack of productivity and the lack of meaning in what you're actually doing. I also found that I would associate weed with solving my mental problems and my physical ailments when it was actually the opposite. When it simply perpetuated them, it didn't actually solve anything. After not smoking for a few days around a week ago, I couldn't sleep. I was up till 4 in the morning just trying to sleep. I wasn't on my phone or anything. I was just trying to sleep. And to me, that's just too far. If you can't even sleep, like, I shouldn't not be able to do something that I can do on drugs. I think that's ridiculous. There are many more examples, which I'm not going to list right now because it's way too much to get into right now, but feel free to substitute your own problems and experiences in their stead. I was reading a book that Charles had mentioned in that live stream called The Dispelling of Wetiko by Paul Levy, and in the beginning of the first chapter, he was going on about something that seemed very prevalent to my own life. He was talking about what I understood as conquering your inner blank. In his case, it was a reoccurring dream of Dracula, but in other cases it could be demons, your own brain. The way that I see it, these terms are used to create a divide in your mind, which separates you from what is wrong with you, and in my case, what is holding you back from doing what you want to do. I'm not sure if that was Levy's intention, but I believe that all art and literature is subjective and plays on our own individual nuanced situations when we consume art and literature. I realized that I was holding myself back because the only reason I wasn't being productive or doing the things that I'd like to do is because I was high and I didn't want to. And I was waiting for each day to end just so I could wait for the next day to end. It was pointless. It was a waste of time. It's not really smart to live your life this way. I feel like it's an easy way to feel like you have wasted time. And I implore anyone else to try to read this book or at least introspect a little. It's very much possible to be your own enemy, but it's equally as possible to be your own friend. So why choose to be your own enemy? That's all I got for today. This week was kind of uneventful and I don't really have much to talk about, but next week is my birthday on the 6th and I'm sure I'll have much more to talk about. Thanks for watching. See ya.